Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you how to macro inside of Fisch on Roblox, and this is going to be the best current macro that works in the new update. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So let me show you how to download it. So the very first thing you need to do is go over to my website linked in the description below, and if you see any ads on the screen, you don't need to click any of these. Just scroll down until you find this thing that says Download Auto Hotkey Pro. It should take you to this website right here called Auto Hotkey, and then you guys are going to click the download button and then the v.v1 deprecated version right here. Go ahead and download this, then go ahead and open this up, this file. Now for me, I've already have this installed, so it'll look a little bit different. So it will say Express Installation, and then you basically click Express Installation or whatever. So once we open it up, click Express Installation. This is what it should look like on your screen. Go ahead, click this right here. Then it should say Installation Complete, and I can click Exit. Now the next thing you need to do is go back over to my website, and as you can see, we have this link right here, but then we have the Download Fisch Macro file right here. It says download the V11 version here, and it's a media fire link. Go ahead and click on this. If an ad pops up, you can just click close out. And this is going to open you up in a media fire tab. It's going to be the Fisch Macro V11, and you will be able to go ahead and click download on this. If an ad pops up, you can go ahead and X this ad out. But now we have the Fisch Macro downloaded. So now the next thing we need to do is go ahead and make sure we have the correct settings on for our Windows computer. So go to your settings right here and type in settings, open up your system settings, go to display, and then go ahead and set this on 100% like I have right here. If you have a different display resolution as me and it's not working, I would recommend changing it to mine and see if that fixes it. But go ahead and X this out. And the next thing is you need to make sure that your Roblox tab is not in full screen, because if it is in full screen, this is not going to work. Now that we have that, we can go ahead and actually open the macro file up. Just go ahead and double tap on it, and it's going to say made by Asphalt Cake. It's going to tell you how long it's been running right here. Then you're going to have the P to start it, the O to reload it. So that will just reload the script. If I go ahead and click on that, it's just going to go ahead and reload the script. Then you have M to exit, which will take this entire thing off your screen. The auto lower graphics, and these are just the settings that are already enabled within the macro. Then you have the navigation key and the shake mode. Now, for any of you guys that do not know, all you have to do to start this is go ahead and click P. So I'm going to go ahead and click P. As you guys can see, if you're bugging out, there's actually a reason for this. That is actually because you need to enable camera mode. So let me go ahead and exit this script real quick. If that bug happens, again, make sure you're in camera mode, your chat's turned off, and then go ahead and open the macro again. Go ahead and click P. And as you guys can see, this time it's actually working for us. And that is because you need to make sure you enable camera mode, or this will just not work. Now, I would recommend using a rod with a bigger, bluer bar thing at the bottom, because if you don't, you have a lesser chance of catching it. Again, it's also not perfect every single time. So just know that you will lose your streak if you have a big streak. Just keep that in mind. It's not perfect every time, and it does have a lot of issues. One thing you also need to make sure is that you're not in an area with a lot of white, because this usually has an effect on how well the macro runs. So the macro clicks based on if the screen is white or not, and usually if you're in an area like the snowy area over here, it's going to have a lot of white. But if you go ahead and fish, let's say here, we should have better success rate. So again, I forgot to put camera mode on, but if I go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and start fishing, and there should be less white on screen, so we should have a better catch rate than we did before. It's better to have a bigger rod because obviously you're going to have better catch rate,